What is happening, Yankees fans? It's your boy Nick Nielsen with Fireside Yankees doing the post-game recap on Game 3 of the Red Sox versus Yankees series. Um, this one was a painful one to say the least. It was frustrating. It was a long game. It was kind of one of those games that just kept going back and forth. And every time the Yankees pulled away, you just felt kind of eerie that something was going to happen. And that's exactly what happened. Red Sox ended up walking it off tonight, 6-5 in a 10-inning slugfest. It was a great game, honestly. Sucks the Yankees weren't able to pull it off. Sucks even more so that it was, of course, Alex Verdugo once again that burned the Yankees. It seems like it's always scripted. He has a knack for beating the Yankees. He went 3 for 5 today. I mean, dude was 0 for like 20 before that, and then all of a sudden the Yankees come to town, and it's just let me hit him again. Jeter down scored his first run as well as got his first RBI, so good for him. Named after Derek Jeter. That's pretty cool. Sucks it was against the Yankees again, but big moment for the kid. Can't be happier for him. Great job again. Boston's bullpen went toe-to-toe with ours. Wandy was not on it tonight. That is for sure. However, in the 10th inning, JD bobbling that play at third base that took away the double play in which he was able to recover and get Xander out at first, but it would have ended the game had he been able to cleanly field it and transfer it to his hand and throw out the runner at second base. The game would have been over. Instead, chaos ensued. Again, Yankees are still at 61-24. Still really, really good. Still 15 games ahead of Boston or 14 and a half games ahead of Boston. They can still win the series tomorrow as well. So there's not too much to be really, really upset about other than the fact that they lost in walk-off fashion. That does always sting a little bit. But at the same time, I think tomorrow the Yankees will be able to come out and hopefully just punch them in the mouth. It's Sunday Night Baseball. Aaron Judge in the bright lights. Once again tonight, Judge came through in a big way. His extra base hit, his double in the 10th inning was huge, followed by Rizzo doing the same thing. So it's like guys did their job. It just unfortunately wasn't enough as the Red Sox just kind of had more oomph in them in the latter end of the game. You win some, you lose some. Like that's the only way I can really look at this game. Like the Yankees didn't play poorly. There were just some things that they could have definitely done better. I mean, that's usually the case with most losses. But the real loss from today was the atrocious Fox broadcast crew. My God, were those guys awful to listen to. Like it was just continual bias toward the Red Sox. And you could tell that they're actively rooting for the Red Sox. And then their Chris Sale interview in like the second inning was just one of the most out of left field interviews I've ever heard. Like there's nothing having to do with real baseball other than like, so how'd you feel breaking that TV? Feels pretty good, huh? Like what is wrong with you guys? So that was a massive loss in its own right. But aside from that, the game itself was one of the better games this season. I wish the Yankees could have won and pulled it out and had a little bit more magic. But tonight's game goes to show how much the team does miss Jonathan Loaizaga and Ron Marinaccio now. Because there were moments where it's like, we probably should have gone to someone else there. We probably should have pulled him earlier. Like King probably shouldn't have faced JD Martinez. We probably shouldn't have let Monty go as long as he did. But although Monty, again, 5 2/3 innings, only 1 run or 2 runs, he was quality. Monty's always quality. That's what you expect out of him at this point. He's going to do the job. He's going to get you a quality start, and he's going to do enough to have the team in a winning spot. The problem is that there just wasn't enough left in the tank tonight. Like that's really the only way I can look at it. Tomorrow is Jamison Tyone versus Nick Pivetta on the bump. That should be a great game as well. I imagine we probably see Carpenter in the lineup as well. Matt Carpenter has been an absolute monster. Like there's no other way to put it. That he just keeps on going. Like today, he picked up 2 more hits. Reached base 3 times because he worked a walk as well. Like the dude's doing everything and then some. Like his story just keeps on getting more famous by the game. And Aaron Hicks, once again, showing that he's bringing his power back. He hit a home run tonight, a solo shot to tie it at 1 in the 6th inning. His WRC plus in the season is now up to 112. He's walking 14% of the time, and his OPS is now 725, 723. He's doing everything that we kind of wanted from him, and he's showing out this month especially. I know it's only been a week and 2 days, but Aaron Hicks is answering the call. We were complaining about him. We were critiquing him, but he is answering and then some. Joey Gallo tonight came on in relief of, or came on to run for Carpenter and then walked in his next at bat. Can't be mad about that at all. And then the continuous problem that shows up so much more often on offense than defense. Because I will say, IKF tonight was very good defensively. He had a couple of great plays at shortstop, but offensively, the dude is just it's a painful at bat 90% of the time. Like, he's going to ground out, or he's going to strike out on terrible pitches. Like, he sees three pitches. The first pitch he always watches, and it's always down the middle. And it's like sick. And then he swings to the next two. And he just is so bad in terms of situational hitting. I don't know how much longer I can kind of take it. Like, it's driving me crazy because sure, Gallo is a real eyesore out there a lot of the time. But when he knows what his job is, he's not going to try to be a hero. And that Gallo at least has that power in the back of pitchers' minds. With IKF, it's like, all right, like, this guy's not going to take me deep. He's not going to elevate the baseball. He's just going to hit something soft in the middle of the infield. And that's exactly what he did like 4 times tonight. So it's like I'm getting kind of sick of the fact that IKF's getting at bats. Either give Peraza the at bats, call him up and give him the shot, or bring someone in at the deadline, or give Marwin more at bats. Like, IKF is not working out, and the Yankees have seen this. Again, he had a couple of great defensive plays today. He had a beautiful snag at shortstop and fired a laser to first base, which was probably his best player of the season. But offensively, it's the complete opposite. There's no signs of life. There's no signs of improvement. There's no changes he's making. He's still only walking 5% of the time. Like, his only real quality is that he strikes out 12% of the time. But that doesn't come with slapping it around for doubles occasionally, singles, working walks every now and then. Like, it's just softly hit singles and ground balls. So that needs to change if the Yankees truly want to win a World Series, because the shortstop position is not really that hot on the market right now. But a lot of options out there are far better than IKF at this point. So something needs to change there. Again, Hicks playing well is kind of solving the outfield problem itself, and Carpenter being able to play in the outfield is also kind of solving the outfield problem. So the Yankees can remove Joey Gallo from their plans if they so choose, because you kind of have two guys that are you got one guy that you just said, hey, play in the outfield, see how it goes. And it's, I guess, working out so far. He's made 3 appearances in the outfield now, back-to-back games in left field. And then the other guy in Aaron Hicks has just turned it on and then some. I mean, he's had a phenomenal July. Today, he was once again, like I said, smashed one to right field. So it's like him having 3 home runs this month is a great sign for things going forward. So I'm not too distraught about this loss. Like, congrats to Boston. They were able to they were able to hit around Wandy and made a few runs count, and their bullpen did show some resiliency aside from like Jake Diekman. But I'm expecting the Yankees to get back at it tomorrow and hopefully take this series dub, finish off 3-1. That'd be very nice, especially with Taillon on the mound tomorrow. These starts are getting kind of more and more important. These starts are getting more and more important as the season goes on, obviously. But now we're starting to see some of the players that show their resiliency and their capabilities and how good of a pitcher they are, like Monty did today. So hopefully Taillon can do that tomorrow, and I'm expecting the Yankees to finish off this series with the victory. I'm sad that they couldn't get the sweep, because why wouldn't you want to sweep the Boston Red Sox? But Aaron Judge getting MVP chance tonight at Fenway was a pretty awesome sight. He got them after a phenomenal diving catcher in center field, once again showing that he's just the MVP on both sides of the ball. Like, if not him, it's got to be Ohtani, because there's no one else that you can give it to. Devers has been great. Ramirez has been great. Alvarez has been really, really great. But Aaron Judge is the MVP right now. And if not him, it's Shohei Ohtani. So with that, once again, appreciate all the support here at Fireside Yankees. We appreciate you guys loving the content, leaving comments, subscribing, liking, whatever it may be. We're loving the growth so far, and we appreciate the community. So make sure to, once again, like and subscribe below and comment how you think this game went. I know it was definitely a bit of a rough ending with the walk-off, but in my opinion, it's just we move, take one, and just keep going. So with that, thank you very much. Adios, and we'll see you next time.